Hello everyone, Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. I have another Monday quarterback video for you. This video comes from Volusia County Sheriff's Office. There's no spokesperson for this. This isn't even a officer-involved shooting video or in custody death or anything like that. It's just a video footage of officers doing a narcotics search warrant. And I thought it was interesting enough to want to show. There's a couple things to talk about in there, but as far as talking about tactics and stuff like that, probably won't get too far into it. But yeah, we'll get into this, and I may pause it intermittently here and there as it's going on, talk about things, and then that's it. Here we go.
More forward, more forward, more forward, more forward. Right there, right there. Go, 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 go. You got to hold it back down. Hold on. Sheriff's office, don't you move! Hands up! Get on the ground! Keep your hands up! Check the other cars, please. Got it. How we doing on cars? Car's clear. Car's clear! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Get on the ground! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! Down on the ground! Get on the ground now! Now! Get on the ground! On the ground! Get on the ground, fool!
So this idiot came real close to getting himself shot. When he reached down to his waistline like that to pull his pants up, he very easily could have got his ass smoked right then and there. Personally, if one of them had a taser, I definitely think they should have deployed it on him. If he's wanting to be so damn stupid to not obey any orders to get on the ground, then I think he needs to take a taser right at that point.
Got him! Got him! Go! Move it up! Give me that little guy. That little guy.
Yeah, of course.
Come here, buddy. Hey, buddy. You're all right, buddy.
So they got a little child here at the dope house. That unfortunately, this kid does not have much of a future. They are exposing this child to illegal activities. They are conditioning this child to basically become a criminal. There's no positive education going on in this house. They're not running an educational program for a little kid, teaching him his ABCs and colors and stuff like that. There's no teaching going on for this kid, at least not the right kind of teaching. This kid is being around these criminals and is learning their behaviors, their mannerisms, and is seeing what they're doing, how they're talking to people, how they're treating other people, etc. And it's not just in this household that he's learning this, where his dad has come to visit, but it's also wherever his household is as well. He's learning those things at home. It's not like his dad only does this shit when he comes here to the trap house. His dad continues to act this way at home as well. And I'd imagine that his neighborhood is probably not the best, and so he's probably seeing other things as well. And that's sad. That is a vicious cycle. It's a perpetuating cycle. It just goes around and around like a merry-go-round. It just goes in circles. And this child has the potential to be a doctor, to be a lawyer, to be something other than a stupid thug. And unfortunately, those chances are not realistic for him because of who his parents are. He is most likely going to end up just like his dad in the next 18 years. Actually, a lot sooner than that, because as soon as he reaches teenage years, he'll be hitting up the juvenile detention centers and whatnot. So he's following his daddy's footsteps. Now, this arrest and involvement right here with the drug house, that should trigger family services to do an investigation and look into what this kid has been exposed to. But unfortunately, a lot of courts will adopt a keep the family together type of mindset or type of practice, and then they'll give the parents multiple chances to get things right and put the kid back in the household. At this point right now, his age, if he could be permanently removed from the household and not be given back to the family, not be given back to granny or the auntie or auntie, whatever, completely remove him from that family and put him with a different family, he'd have a chance. He'd have a chance at being something. But because he's going to be with scum, he's going to end up being scum. And that is the saddest shit ever, because we have the ability to remove them from the homes, but our tree-hugging, hug-a-thug judges and judicial workers don't see it that way. They make stupid decisions, and there are judges out there who, whatever officials are going to be involved in his removal from the household and then giving him back to the household, most people have a direct hand in him growing up to become a criminal. They have a direct hand in if he grows up and kills someone or gets killed himself. They have a direct involvement in that. They are responsible for what happens past this point.
On your belly, flat.
Get you down there, right?
Stay there.
Any weapons on you?
No,
Just drugs? Okay.
That was the guy that jumped out the window was the one with the felony 49 for a couple years.
Ah, that's why he somersaulted out.
Yeah.
There was any other narcs stand.
Who brought this little fellow up here?
That's my son.
Real nice dad of the year.
That's my son, sir.
Yeah, real nice.
I love how they're talking shit to him. Yeah, like, these guys are turds. Like, there's no need to sit there and talk to them like you're a call center customer service. No.
Real nice.
Hey, whoever's going to grab him, there's a bag under him that was pulled out of his waistband by us. So
Alright.
you guys want to green shirt?
It's right there.
I'll grab that and get him out of the way so people can go in and out. Yeah.
Where's his mom at?
That all?
Hey, where's your boy's mom at?
I don't have no idea, sir.
She's probably doing the same stupid stuff that he's doing. I highly doubt mom is a pillar of the community.
Black male just came out of the house, yellow shirt.
These lights, hit these lights. Not yet.
Hands up, hands up, hands up! Hands up! Put your hands up! Hands up! Hey, come here, come here, come here! Get out! Get out of the Get your ass back here!
So I think this is a separate incident.
Sheriff's office, search warrant.
Let me get that shield up here!
Sheriff's office, search warrant. Open the door.
Get that shield up!
Search warrant.
Sheriff's office, I'm with you! Sheriff's office, hands up! Go! Go! You guys good? We're good! Let me get a photo!
Go inside. Come out. Come out. Put this hand on the back of your head. All right, step out. Come here. Come here. All right. I got you.
So this filth it's actually pretty common with criminals. They don't take care of stuff at all. They're very dirty people. Which is interesting because they will go through great lengths to have really nice shoes, Like not a smidge of dirt on a pair of shoes. They'll go through the great lengths of having real clean shoes, clean clothes, the appearance of brand new clothes by keeping the tags on them and everything. But their houses, like, they're just junk. I mean, they're shit houses, and they are trashy people.
Good over there? Copy, working on that. You guys good over on that side? Yeah. John, you good?
Let's go back. Hold on. Look at that piece of shit. I think that's one of those, what is it called? NC Star? It looks like it. I'm not sure if that's what that is, though. But that's a junk piece of crap right there. I would say that this elongated part right down here is probably a laser. The thug crowd they're very enthralled with beams, or laser beams. Like, they are all about some laser beams. And it's a good thing they don't know what the hell they're doing. They are borderline retarded, and so they don't know what they don't know. And they're basically a lot like very new beginner gun people within the legal gun community. Like, there's still stupid people out there who follow laws and would end up buying stupid stuff like this because they're just dumb. The criminal element, they're dumber, and they have a fixation with laser beams on their guns. A lot of it comes from the rap videos they watch, where they in the rap videos get this desire to have laser beams on their guns. I don't know. It probably just looks cool for the videos, but for everyone else who's not a full-time rapper, they see this stuff and they think it looks good, and they gotta have it. They gotta put something on there. A laser on a gun is pretty useless in my opinion. The only time it would be useful is if you're doing shield work or something like that. But other than that, I mean, there's really not much place for a laser on a pistol. Going into night vision, okay, that's a whole different story right there. These guys don't have night vision, so that's kind of a moot point. But shield work and night vision are the only two things I can see lasers on pistols being advantageous. Other than that, they're a complete waste of space. And if you're going to have something on your gun that emits light, then it needs to be a weapon-mounted light for low light conditions, because you're going to find that most shootings occur in low light conditions, and a white light makes better sense to have on the gun to be able to positively identify your target and be able to shoot more effectively at night. At nighttime, if all you have is a laser on your gun, that's not going to illuminate your target. You're just going to see the red dot beaming across the darkened area, and you're not going to know what you're aiming at. If there's enough ambient light to make out a human silhouette, all you can do is put that laser dot on that human silhouette. You still have not identified whether or not they're a deadly threat, they got something in their hands, or even who they are. So lasers, for the most part, are kind of useless on pistols. But it's a good thing the criminals don't realize that. A lot of them, like I said, are extremely stupid. And I was able to have a conversation with one a while back. This is probably last year sometime. And they were talking about their peanut butter Glock, which that was the first time I ever heard of peanut butter Glock. And I said, peanut butter Glock? What are you talking about? And I was thinking in my head, like hydro dipping or artwork or something like that. And I was envisioning, some Glock pistol with like peanut butter, like Reese's peanut butter logos on it, kind of like how the dummies will put those logos on the cars, like have a McDonald's car or a Almonds candy bar car, or they'll wear the jackets with all the logos on it. That's what I was thinking. Well, he was just referring to the tan-colored Glock pistols and called it peanut butter Glock. I said, all right, well, that's a new one. And he was talking about a laser beam on his gun. And he lived in Louisville, like dab smack in the middle of Louisville. He's talking about this laser on his. He got a laser to put on his gun, and I remember asking him, like, "Well, where'd you go to zero that in?" Because I was legitimately curious about where he would have gone to zero this thing in, and he looked at me with this aloof look, like, "Huh?" I said, "To zero it in, like, where did you, like, how'd you get it zeroed in? Like, did you go shoot at some cans in an alley to get it, zeroed in?" And he had no idea what I was talking about. He didn't understand that it had windage and elevation knobs on there to make the laser move so that it would correlate with your iron sights. He just thought that you could take this thing and attach it to the gun and it would automatically work. So, if he ever shot at someone, then that person is lucky that he was too stupid to know how to properly sight in a laser sight on a pistol. But that made me think, there's a lot of other dummies just like him, and they probably have no idea about windage and elevation on these things. They probably just assume that you can just attach it to the gun and it works. Like, you don't have to do anything else. And because they don't actually shoot very well, they just kind of point shoot. They probably never have the ability to figure out whether or not there's any close accuracy with the laser beam right out the box anyway. And there's nowhere for them to go to target practice. There's no way these thugs are going to go into a shooting range and do that. And then if they decide, especially in places like Louisville where there's a shot spotter, they can't go to an alley and target practice in an alley because the shot spotter will detect a gunfire, and then the police will be there. So anyway, long rant. Moving on. The extendos. So, lots of drugs here, and of course there is the marijuana. And this is... There are a bunch of potheads out there, and you see this a lot with news articles. You'll see a news article posted online, you look at the comment section, and people will just be dogging the police over making a bust for marijuana. There is a relationship between marijuana and some of this other illegal shit going on. These thugs not only deal in marijuana, but they also deal in other drugs as well. So although they made a bust, sometimes they only get a marijuana bust. Like, they've went through all their other stuff, or their other stuff got flushed, and all they can get is the marijuana. That's still something for the police to be able to go on to build a paper trail on these people, so that when they do catch them with some extra marijuana and this stuff, it's not like it's the first time they ever got caught. So it's nice to be able to have that ability to create a legal paper trail on someone when they're in the sales of narcotics and all they have is marijuana on them. But at the same time, it is something that is probably on its way to being fully legalized across all 50 states. And I'd say it's the genesis of it began with people lying and saying, "Oh, it's good for medicinal purposes," and they got on the bandwagon of, "Oh, we need this for medicine, need this for medicine, need this for medicine," when in reality, all along, all they were wanting it for was for recreational purposes. I don't have a problem with it being legalized for recreational purposes. I just wish that these assholes would get off the medical wagon and just come out and flat out say it. Hey, we want it for recreational purposes. Because you know that the majority of these dummies who are saying, "Oh yeah, it's good for medicine, good for medicine, good for medicine," if you were to tell them, "Okay, we'll legalize it, but it's only going to be available in pill form," they would lose their shit. And they would lose their shit because they want it in smokable form. They want the socialness of this drug. They want to be able to smoke weed with their buddies. The downside to the marijuana being legalized is whenever these little thugs get caught with weed only, well, if it's legalized, oh well. They're not going to get in trouble for it. And then you're going to lose out on that opportunity to create a legal paper trail on them. Then, when they do get caught for this little powder down here, that's not the first time they've been caught. It's now the second time. Or now it's now the third time. And that's, in turn, going to allow them to be locked away a lot longer. Because the people who deal in this shit, for the most part, are involved in all this other stuff. So yeah, like I said, don't really have much to say about tactics or anything like that. Just a couple little rants, I guess, I wanted to go on. Don't even know if I could call this a Monday quarterback video. But I'll throw it under the playlist for Monday quarterback. If you like what you hear and see, go ahead and give me a like and a share. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more Monday quarterback videos. Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching.